Hey, I'm Morgan from the Very Unofficial Travel Guides, and this is my ship tour of the Royal Caribbean Freedom of the Seas. As always, with these gigantic cruise ships, it's tough to do the whole ship in one tour video, so I'm going to split this up into a couple videos. The first video is going to be deck 3, 4, and 5, which is where most of the fun stuff is that's not water related. Then I'm going to do a video about all the dining venues, all the food, and then the third video, I don't know if I'll end up doing it in that order, but the third of this series of videos is going to be the top of the ship with all the fun water related stuff and mini golf and things like that. But let's go down from here to deck 3 and start there. Here we are on deck 3. You can see we're here, so sort of towards the back of the ship. I'm gonna walk through the front, through the art gallery, through on air, and up to Studio B. This is the art gallery area, and it sounds like there's an auction happening right now.
Street program over here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, every single work of art right now up on the stage we've got, they are going to be a regular lot.
Yes, if this surprises you, it might surprise a lot of people. Inside a lot of the Royal Caribbean ships of this class and the smaller class and the larger class, so like the Mariner, Navigator, Liberty, Independence, Harmony, Oasis, Allure, and several more, there's an ice skating rink. It's a multi-purpose venue. They use this for the ice skating shows. They also use it so people can skate for themselves, and they use it as a dance club and a theater for game shows and other fun events. Other than that, here on deck 3, there isn't a lot of interesting things to see, so I'm gonna take you up now up to deck 4. I'm just realizing now that this is actually a pretty pretty view. This is the back of deck 4, and in front of me I have several things, and we're gonna go check them out now. This side over here is the Bolero's bar, where they have live music at night and cocktails. The other side is, I guess, just another sitting area. Moving along, can anybody confirm to me? I feel like on some of these classes of ships, this space here and over there, was that ever an aquarium? Were some of the ships built with fish tanks there? If you know it, write it in the comments below. Moving on, this area up here is the photo area, and they're gonna yell at me if I stop in here, so I'm just gonna keep on continuing. And then we come to the Casino Royale. Marcus and I spend a lot of time in the casino. As far as casinos go, this is not a bad one on board, but we definitely preferred the casinos on the Getaway and the Epic, and I preferred the casino as well on the Harmony. But this one isn't bad, and as you know, I cannot film in the casino. They'll be mad at me there, so we're gonna skip ahead to what's on the other side of the casino. I'm leaving the casino here and entering one staple of all Royal Caribbean ships, the schooner bar. There's something happening in here, so I have to be quiet. Up here towards the front of the ship, we run into the entrance to the Arcadia Theater, which is of course where all the live shows are, the musical shows, the headliner shows, and they also use it as a movie theater. And here's something interesting. Right behind me is Sabor, which is a Mexican dining experience here, and I'll talk more about that in my video about the dining venues here on board. I did Sabor on the Harmony of the Seas. There's a link to that video in the description below. If it's not there, somebody please remind me to put it there. Here's another question I have for you. I think that this area used to be a dance club called
The Dungeon.
At least on the Mariner and Navigator, this space was the dungeon, but I know that they redid a lot of the ships and took that out, so I think that's what used to be here. Like I said, we're at the front of deck 4 now, and we're gonna go up one more floor to deck 5, and that's where the Royal Promenade begins. Here we are in the very front of the Royal Promenade, a big innovation created on Royal Caribbean's ships. I think they were the first to do things like this, an engineering masterpiece. And to this side, we have the Sorrento's Pizza Restaurant, open basically 24 hours a day, included in the price of your cruise. You can go and get as much pizza and sandwiches and desserts as you want, and we very often do. And then let's see, we've got some shopping here. We've got Michael Kors, regalia, luxury jewelry. There's some kind of sale happening here. And we're coming up here to the Bull and Bear Pub. Someplace to get a good drink. They have different, not only cocktails, but they also have craft beers and beers on tap. But maybe I'll tell you a little bit more about this place in the other video. Let's go back out here. We've got our perfume and cosmetics here. This is kind of a cool lighted stairway down into the casino. Good place for some pictures. More shopping. This is used for several different things, not only just shopping events. They also have like dance parties in here. There's character greetings with the characters from DreamWorks. And they let me park my car in here too, so it's very nice of them as well. We're gonna move on here, keep on walking down the Royal Promenade here. Here's something that I was surprised to find. I wasn't aware that they had started doing this, but they've got 2 small dining menus here that I haven't seen on any other Royal Caribbean ship. That is here. A Ben & Jerry's shop and the cupcake cupboard. Both are not included in the price of your cruise, but directly across from that is the Cafe Promenade, which is also included in the price of your cruise. Sandwiches and snacks and desserts. And let's continue on here. Right next to Cafe Promenade is the Next Cruise booth, or Next Cruise area, where you can book your next cruise on board this cruise, apparently for a discounted rate. I haven't had the best experiences with that, but I know other people have. And we talked about it in the comments of, I think, the video for the Harmony of the Seas. I'm going over this pretty bridge here, and I want to show you something from the standpoint where I am now. Over on this side is the excursions area where you can book your shore excursions, but I highly recommend doing that before you get on board. This is guest relations, which is like the front desk, so where you go if you need to take care of anything related to your cabin or the vacation itself. Then this is a nice view up here. There's one of the elevator bays and some of the artwork here. It's a nice touch here on this class of Royal Caribbean ships. In front of me is one of the main dining rooms. There's 3 floors to it. And over to this side, I have another bar. What's it called again? It's called the R Bar. The R Bar. And I'm just about back here. This is where I was standing for the introduction of the video, so this is where I'm going to go back now. And here we are. We went full circle back to the beginning. Like I said, there's going to be 2 more parts of this video to show you all over this gigantic ship. We're on our way to San Juan today. I've been on the ship for 3 days now, and we've got 5 days left to go. So be sure to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube to get updates about when the next video is coming. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I just want to say a special thank you and shout out to Josh at cruisesbyjosh.com, who helped me pick out this cruise and decide which cabin to take. And he always gives me really great advice. So thanks, Josh.